matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And Jacksonville. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jaguars are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Lawrence on 3rd down.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Hey, let's go. Hey, lock it.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal. On the set.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Once more, Etienne.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up, sit up.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of body. 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Ravens at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Change it. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey, shot.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, jump it. Leo. Look at me. Door.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man, complete. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Go.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Hey, exit. Hold. Block it. Hey, stand up. Hey, Haywood. Hey, back up.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and a couple, Jackson.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Jackson.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And Jackson throwing once more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Hey, 2, go out. 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Hey, walk it. Hey, let's go. Kill. Look, 3.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Look at me. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. At their own 27-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this one too low. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
13.
A final shot before break. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Hey, middle.
They go play action with Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson running again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Etienne to start the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Opposite. Hey, Santa.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And the Jags first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
A gain of 12. First down, Jacksonville.
Ready, ready.
Etienne up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10.
Hey, hold it. Hold it, hold it. Slide, slide.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. And some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
On second down, ETN once more.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, stand up!
Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But A nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
On second and very short, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
They go play action now. Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position. First and goal after a gain of 19. Now it's Jackson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened them up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
68 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Etienne once more.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Okay, ready?
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Go, go. Stand, stand. Go out.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40, the 20, and he will score. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Jackson on first down.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Real quick.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Bless on Austin. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Let's go.